Hey everyone,
Hey there.
and welcome to the Week 15 League Managers Note. I'm joined today by CJ Ross
Hey guys.
and your reigning defending champ, Mr. Joel Gibson.
Hey there.
Boy, what a week this week. Joel and I were texting all week about these close matchups. It was incredible. Outside of our matchups, all of the other matchups were extremely close.
Extremely close.
So let's get started with the champs matchup. Joel moves to 13-1 after taking care of Cody. Cody is effectively eliminated from playoff contention with this loss.
Was it this week that Kawhi was ruled out indefinitely, or was it last week?
I believe it was the beginning of this week that it became indefinite. It might have been towards the end of last week. Either way, thanks for playing this year, Cody. There is still some time to get some trades in.
Wow. I'm sorry, man. I swear. I really didn't know. And I love me some Kawhi. That was rough.
The next matchup, I beat Kyle. There was some talk of a coalition between Kyle and myself to take you down this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was accused by Doug of forming a political alliance to take down a leader. And it was some bullshit. But
Thank you, Doug.
I beat Kyle this week. I moved in 9-5, one win away from a 10-win season. 4 straight if I can get there.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, I'm cooking with some sauce. I've sold the house at this point. I just want to win this year and just have some fun rebuilding and really coming back after it. So
It's just really going to be a bummer if you lose.
it's really going to be sad.
It's just going to be hard.
The next matchup I want to get to is Matt taking down Simmons.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Holy shit.
Credit to Matt Hobart. 5 straight wins, capping it off against Simmons.
Credit to Lou Williams.
Lou Williams, 10 steals? Are you kidding me?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Wins the matchup for
Good
Matt.
God. Unbelievable.
Simmons falls to 10-4. Matt moves up to 8-6. Matt has 8 wins now and 6 losses.
He's been calling his shot now for some time. He kept texting us the Dark Horse Rises bullshit. We should give him a little bit of credit. Is he a dark horse?
He is a dark horse and he has 5 wins. It's about time that name starts paying off for him. I'm glad to see it. Boy.
Is he capped out?
Oh, man. I don't know.
This might be Matt at his prime.
I don't know. We're going to see. He has Conley on his bench that's out. He could be effective in the playoffs. Maybe if we can get a timetable. Matt's got to be hoping real hard that he gets Conley back in February during the first round. Moving on, we have another stunner. No. I'm going to save that one for last. We're going to talk about Neiman beating CJ first. CJ, you
made it interesting.
You did make it interesting. I was rooting for you to win so hard. If Neiman would have lost this week, it would have clinched the number 2 seed for me. I was so close, and I was rooting for blocks, and I'm like, go, CJ, go! And you just came up short.
Gobert came back.
Yeah,
It was all there. It was just a little bit
No
short.
Westbrook triple-double. Everything was cooking in CJ's favor.
CJ was home.
Jordan Clarkson was 4 rebounds away from a triple-double.
Oh, man. It was definitely cooking. But kudos to Neiman. He gets his 8th win. He is tied with Matthew. Neiman has the tiebreaker over Matt for the record. So we do have to rank Matt a little bit lower than Neiman. The last matchup... Oh, no. We're going to talk about... We're going to talk about Adam holding on to beat Doug first. And the reason why I want to talk about this first is we were informed of some information tonight.
Informed of some information.
Doug told us that he actually changed the waiver wire claim from Kyle Anderson to Danny Green. Why is this important, you ask? Kyle Anderson got 3 blocks, which would have won the matchup for Dougie Doug. Man, that's tough. That's tough because that's a huge win for Doug. That would have locked him in that would have likely locked him into that 8 spot. And why that's so big, we're going to get to it now. Eric Lopez at home beat Stephen Thornhill in a stunner 5-4-2 victory to the home team. Oh, Stephen Thornhill has just committed devastation.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's in the
a lot of
9.
trouble.
He's in the 9 spot. We'll talk about it more when we get to next week's matchups. But Steven is in a hole right now. You've got Eric, who's actually 1 win above Doug at the 7 spot. And then, of course, Doug at the 8, Steven at the 9. Those 3 right now battling for those last 2 spots.
Credit to Eric. He has been playing spoiler all season, I feel like.
He absolutely has. Man, it just goes to show that Greek can build a team by himself. Eric has D'Lo coming back too, which could add a new dimension. If he can start getting minutes, we'll see. He could make some noise in the first round. I mean, if he plays the number 2 seed, I don't think so, because I know that guy pretty well. And he's cooking with some sauce up there.
That guy's an asshole.
We'll see.
We will see. So that was this week's matchups. Like I said, each week it's more and more excited. And I can't tell you, Joel and I got out early in front of our matchups. We really weren't really worried about it.
No.
But we were so interested about the other 4 matchups. So kudos to everyone last week.
It was so close.
Really well fought, really well done. Moving on to next week, we'll start with the champs matchup here. I don't think he's going to have an issue. He's home at away. Adam's away. Joel's home.
Yep.
I'm going to pick Joel. I think he just keeps on rolling.
Yeah, I mean, the Kawhi thing is a good thing for Adam.
Right.
But I got Harden healthy. He's looking good. Chris Paul, he's cooking. Chris Dunn has unfortunately got a broken face, but
He's day to day. More on that later.
he's out indefinitely, but he's day to day.
He's day to day. That's all I want to say. You know, keep Harden on your IR.
My other Chris
He's
got
not
a
gonna do
triple double.
anything.
You know, I have a lot of Chris's to throw at you.
Like I said, I'll be picking Joel. CJ, who you got here? I'm going to assume you're going to pick yourself as well.
Calling the shot.
Okay, next matchup, we've got a battle of the bottoms next week. We've got CJ Ross away at Kyle.
Still think I'm gonna win that matchup.
I think CJ's going to win. I'm sorry, Kyle. No offense. Keep getting those picks, brother. Everybody's watching. You're building an empire for years to come. You're not going to make playoffs this year. CJ's not going to make playoffs this year. So just have fun this week.
I earlier today said Kyle Hinkie when I was thinking about Kyle and Sam Presti Kyle and Sam Hinkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were associating Kyle's team with the process of Sam Hinkie is what he was talking about. I'm going to pick CJ, like I said. Joel, who do you got here? CJ?
Go get him.
Are you gonna pick yourself?
Of course I am.
Excellent.
Every time.
CJ has been wanting to win.
The next matchup we get into is a huge West matchup. It's going to be Eric at Neiman. This is big why. Eric is currently sitting at the number 7 spot. Neiman is currently sitting at the number 5 spot. If Eric wins, he'll clinch himself a spot in the playoffs. He'll clinch at least the 7, no matter what happens. Neiman needs this to keep it close and make me have to play the last week. He's 1 game behind me. We'll see if he can catch up, but right now I'm in that 2 seed, just sitting pretty. I'm going to go ahead and I'm rooting for Eric. Come on, Eric. You can do it. You can win. You can clinch your playoff spot right here. D'Lo, go give it to him. Hopefully no Westbrook triple-double. And I hope Greek comes back. That knee injury is kind of scary here late in the season.
Yeah. Pretty across the board.
Who are you going to pick?
Picking Eric.
Picking Eric? Got another solid vote for Eric. What do we got from CJ?
I'm actually gonna pick Neiman because I feel
Oh!
like if Westbrook gets the triple double, that's gonna be the factor.
Well, Neiman's home, so he would lock it out if he can get that triple-double. But either way, Eric needs to take 6 categories.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it. It's going to be a good matchup. Good luck to both. And Eric, help me out, brother. Do it, buddy. The next matchup is going to be Simmons at Cody. I think no matter what happens with Lonzo Ball this week, that Simmons is going to beat Cody. I just have this feeling. Kawhi's back out again. I don't know that we need to talk about this very much. Congratulations to Simmons. He'll be the 3 seed unless he loses both of these next games to Cody and Kyle. And lets Adam or Neiman catch him. I don't think we're going to see that.
No. Simmons has got this locked up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Easy last 2 weeks. Cody, Kyle, and we'll see who it's going to be in the first round. You pick Simmons as well, I
Yeah,
assume. You
Simmons,
pick Simmons.
yeah.
Excellent. The next one is a very, very compelling matchup as well. We have Doug at Matt. Matt can show if he's the real deal. This is huge because if Doug can win this week, he plays CJ the last week, and he will lock Stephen Thornhill out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
He just needs if we get to the next matchup, just huge implications. Jeez, Matt's on fire right now. I think Matt's gonna win this week, making it 6 in a row, and I think he's gonna keep Steven's hopes alive if Steven can beat me. I really do. So I'm picking Matt this week.
I mean, Lou Williams is playing like an all-star.
It's just
Holy
incredible.
shit.
$4.
Yeah. No, I mean, Porzingis has kind of been struggling a little bit. Yeah, I'm going with Matt, I think.
Matt as well.
It's unanimous.
Unanimous.
Oh, Jesus.
Unanimous. Matt, looking to get his 9th win. 9-6 is what we're saying this week is Matt's goal. Matt plays me in the last week. Could be going for 10 wins.
What a
Incredible.
change.
Incredible. And then, in my opinion, I'm probably a little biased here, but the most important matchup next week, bar none, is Mr. Modest at Stephen Thornhill.
Unbelievable.
I control Stephen Thornhill's playoff life in my hand. It's in my hand. My hand can be flipped for draft picks if it's necessary.
Snuffed out.
All right? I'm just saying my hand can slip for some draft picks. But, that being said, DeAndre is ruled out for Monday. And I'm going to go ahead and pick myself here. I'm going to knock Stephen Thornhill out. And if Neiman wins again this week, I'm going to give it to Matt next week. I don't give a shit. I'm getting that 2 seed. I don't care who's at the 7. Simmons, me and you are meeting in the second round. You better be ready, buddy, because here comes some thunder.
Steven, everything has just gone not your way. This is unbelievable. No one could have seen this coming. Holy shit.
Say it.
I'm picking Brandon.
Yes, you are. We're in some stark contrast of where we were in the beginning of the season.
This is unbelievable.
I control your life in my hand.
If the schedule was different, if Steven had played his guys this week, it came down to missed lineups.
Stephen Thornhill sat 4 players this week. He put himself in this situation.
A season's worth of work. I'm so sorry, Stephen Thornhill. I wouldn't wish this upon you.
geez, those Cody and Steven, both the two teams that tanked last year to try to get position, both could miss the playoff at 9 and 10 spots. Really, really some incredible stuff developing. CJ, who are you going to pick in this matchup, do you think, if you had to pick somebody?
I would pick Brandon just because.
Whoa!
Even though Stevie's at home, you guys are putting up monster numbers. I don't think it's going to be hard for you to take 6 categories. So I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm picking Brandon.
The commish, Mr. Modest, is rolling in hot.
Unbelievable.
I'm a freight
Been
train
a long-
on
been a
the
long
way
season.
to the championship.
You
Sorry.
keep your dirty fucking paws off that. Next time I'll sock you in the face.
No, you have to watch it.
Okay, so I'm going to run through the commissioners list. We've talked a lot about it, so it won't take long. My bottom 3 are the same. Kyle at 12, CJ at 11, and then we've got Cody at 10. Steven I have at number 9 and out of the playoffs. Just out in the cold. He has the same record as Doug. Doug has the tiebreaker. Just incredible head-to-head. Doug won that game 7-4. Yeah. Incredible. Moving on, like I said, Doug has the 8. Eric in the 7th spot here. Matt at the 6. Neiman at the 5. Neiman has the tiebreaker over Matt, so keep in mind here, Neiman not only has to keep pace to get maybe the top seed in the West, but he has to keep pace to even keep that number 5 spot from Matt. So Matt versus Doug this week, again, really big. Matt versus me at the end, really big. Adam is still at the 4 seed, big win this week, squeaked it out. Simmons is at the 3. He plays Cody and Kyle. He only needs to win 1 to clinch the 3 seed, but I've basically given him the 3 to this point anyway. I am the number 2 seed here. I am still firmly 1 game up on Neiman. I am just looking down over the West, and it is just incredible.
You are just lucky.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm cooking with the sauce.
To be in the conference you are in.
I am cooking with the sauce here at the end of the year. And then Joel over here clinched number 1 seed last week. Still the number 1 seed. He'll be there. He plays Adam, and then he plays Neiman at the end of the year. So we're pretty confident that he'll be the 1 seed as long as, Huzzah! It just won't matter. He's gonna, yeah. Okay.
Hey, James Harden's healthy.
He's on the IR.
He's just
Nobody
chilling.
help him.
Hey, he just gave it to Steph Curry.
I don't know. James Harden's going to collapse in the playoffs. Doug, Eric, Joel, and myself talked about it tonight, just so everybody's keeping track at home.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to be James Harden's fault. It's not going to be on James Harden that he's going against the greatest team of all time. I mean, fuck, man. What's it supposed to do?
All right. Well, that being said, I will post a list tomorrow. Reminder, trade deadline is Wednesday at noon. Wednesday at noon, people. They need to be accepted before noon. Accepted will still get processed. It won't matter. But it has to be accepted before noon if we're having an 11:50 trade trying to come through. Someone send me a text. I'll do my best to try to get it in for you guys. So just contact the commissioner. Anything from you, champ? We're getting close to the playoffs. Only 2 weeks left. Playoffs? I'm talking about playoffs! Oh, man.
The entire month of February. Someone is getting their ass pummeled for a month. Holy fucking shit. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Entire month for the first round is going to be really fun. Some high scores, some incredible stats being put up. I'm really excited. CJ, anything from you?
Fuck you guys' couches.
All right. We'll hope to hear more from CJ next season. Other than that, guys, have a great week. Enjoy the trade deadline. Enjoy the basketball. Playoffs are almost here. Good luck, boys.
See you later,
Bye.
guys.